Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly review Space Station Tycoon. This is a game that you can find on Steam's Early Access program for about 20 bucks. I stress early access, that means everything that you're about to see here, including this review, is subject to change. So this is a fairly simplistic Tycoon game. It's sort of like, I don't know, Deep Space Nine. Just imagine Deep Space Nine, where you're building a station from the ground up and you're creating various hubs to please people as they come and go. The promenade, if you've ever seen Star Trek Deep Space Nine. You've also got these facilities that you can put down to increase your staffing count. Like you have an employee cap at, say, 5, and then you can put down this staff building that increases it by another 5, and so on. You've got power that you have to manage, so in the beginning you can build these solar panels that fit on top of your sections, I guess you want to call them, or your hallways, but then you eventually unlock other power buildings that give you a whole lot more than that, and they fit in different areas. So, how does the building in this game work? Well, you've got this round space station, and there are 4 branches that you can build off of. It's just like north, east, south, all that, west. And every section that you expand costs money, and the further out you expand, the more expensive it becomes. So it might be on the west side, 500 credits to unlock the first expansion. And then that particular section will house 2 sides that you can put rooms on or any other structure, and then 1 build slot on the top for smaller things like turrets or solar panels or scanners. And then once you fill those up, you expand again in that particular direction. But again, the more you expand in a particular direction, the more expensive it becomes. So that's where the scaling comes in terms of money. Things in this game in the build menu are hidden behind a level wall, as is typical of other basic Tycoon games I've played. For example, you can only build the solar panel in the beginning, which fits on top of a section, but you can eventually unlock this particle thing, generator, whatever, and that takes the place of one of the rooms on the side. Again, each section can hold 2 different buildings, and one of them can be that power station that you eventually have to unlock. And then there's stuff hidden behind like level 5 plus or whatever. So, there is a sense of progression as you continue building up this space station. You'll level up. And leveling up is just how many visitors can you attract to your station. If you get 900 visitors, then you'll unlock level 5 or whatever. So it's not like you have to earn so much money or do specific quests. It's just attract people to your station, earn money, and no matter who you attract for whatever reason, that counts toward the leveling up system. So what can you attract these people in your station to do? Well, in the beginning, you're going to get these docking pads, and think of them as like gas stations. They're there to refuel, and that's that. And then you just wait till like level 2, and then you can unlock hangars, and then that means that they can actually go into your station and visit some other structures. There's like a cafe that you can put down. There's a hygiene center. You eventually unlock like a bar, different things like that. And again, you earn money passively every time you do that. Each of these structures that you're putting down, whether they be turrets or solar panels, staff quarters, bars, whatever, they can be upgraded several times, which is actually quite cool. I love the fact that a lot of things in this game are upgradable. And each building has a different upgrade, list. So, for example, the docking bay, there's a section there for lowering upkeep costs. There's a section for increases the ideal landing fee and fuel prices, but that simply means that it increases the threshold at which you can charge people. Like, you can actually charge the docking fee and the fuel price for the docking bay, but you don't know what the ideal price is. You do get messages in the upper left-hand corner that say, customers think that the docking fee of Repair Bay 1 is too cheap, in which case you're just going to increase that until you no longer receive that message anymore, similar to that of, say, Roller Coaster Tycoon. So each of these structures has different upgrades. You do have to actually hire staff in this game, and each staff comes with like 2 attributes, either positive or negative, but you can upgrade them as well, like train them up to 5 times, and that will improve their stats. So, for example, one employee might have adult appeal and energy generation, whatever, plus 15%. And then by training them, you make them happier and you make them more efficient. In the employee section of your overview, you can actually toggle on benefits to make them more happy. Like there's a happiness percentage. So giving them social security, personal starships, or health insurance, stuff like that, will just flat increase their happiness. There's other things that you can enact, like similar to like City Skylines, where you're enacting different policies, like biometric scanners increases security levels by 10%, but there's a cost. So different things like that. There are two random events that I've seen in this game, and it's either going to be a pirate attack or a police visit. The police visit will check to see what your current security rating is, and you can increase your security rating by putting down these scanners, and you can upgrade the scanners too. But if your security rating is low or less, then you'll get a fine by the police. Pirate attacks are something different. They will, say, give us money or we'll attack you. And that's where your turrets come in. You can also purchase shield generators at some point, but you can put down these various turrets on the top of your sections to fight them off. So yeah, those are the only two random events that I've seen. There is a buy and sell mechanic in this. Like, different people will land and offer you various commodities that don't make a whole lot of sense. Like, in the beginning, like, why am I buying this? Why? What am I going to use this for? So I just bought stuff. And then when I got the landing pad, well, it's actually the repair bay. It's a separate from the landing pad. People go there to land and repair. They will sometimes ask for, oh, I need 5 of this commodity to repair my ship fully. So I'm like, oh, so that's why you want to buy commodities from these other people that offer it. So, like, that's something that just wasn't very well explained, but it gives you extra money should you do it. Like, they'll pay you for the repairs either way, but if you want a bonus to that repair, you can give them the commodities they're asking for. So, like, all in all, this isn't a bad game, okay? It's a game where the difficulty spike is high in the beginning, but as you start earning more and more money, the game becomes easier and easier to play. I don't know how I feel about that. It's just, I feel like the first half an hour is like, that's the nail biting part, where you're constantly like, money is tight, and you have to build in a particular order. You've got to tightly manage your power and your people so that you're not going over. Manage your finances. But like, once you get a lot of structures and you've got a lot of defense, like, you can just let the game sit idle while you do something else, earn money, then build off of that. So, I don't know. I wish there was some way to make the game more interesting, mid to late game, but as it stands, it's not bad. For $20, I mean, I don't know. To me, this is more of like a $10 game right now, but I did say it was early access. Maybe more content will be introduced later down the line to make the game more interesting. But, like, I mean, yeah, you can take out loans. Yeah, you can do marketing campaigns. Yes, eventually you'll unlock the ability to get artifacts. There's a research tree. Once you build a research lab and assign an employee to it, you'll generate research points, and then you can upgrade things across a commercial, defense, and utility tree. That's okay. Like, that's fine. The game has given me something to do for sure. I just wish there was just more to it mid to late game. Okay, but other than that, it's not bad. I think this would appeal to the casual Tycoon, lover. I don't think that anyone that's knee deep in heavy, complicated Tycoon games will be impressed by this too much. But hey, the day is young. Who knows what the developers will introduce later on. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.